They're going to set up here. Kegler's going to swing it over to TA in the corner. He's going to drive baseline, couple dribbles. Kegler has a good cut, but unfortunately that gets tipped out by the Raiders, and it's going to be Raider basketball at the half-court line.
And they're going to get it across. It's going to be on the right wing now. He's going to swing it back to the top at the volleyball line, now to the left. Back to the top to their kind of, I would call them the 5. He's in a little bit of a pickle now. 24 is going to take it. Dribble handoff. 2 cuts into the lane. And kind of a tied-up ball there, but they don't call the jump with Aiden Ogren. As 34 slices through everyone and just kind of misses his layup there. Drayden Marlowe is going to come away with the rebound, and they're going to get it up quickly. They're going to kick it to the corner. TA for 3. He misses everything. So it's going to get back to Frontenac now as they get it across the half-court line. They go left side, back to the top. He's kind of directing traffic here. Going to be a dribble handoff. Thinks about a 3 and doesn't take it. Kind of kicks it back out. Now we're going to have a little bit of a drive. A kick there to 14. He puts up a floater, and it is stuffed. But they're going to get the foul there as Aiden Ogren kind of gets him with his elbow just a tick. So they're going to have the 2 shots coming here for Caden Mirando, the 5'11 junior.
I will say New Year's resolution, I think, for Aiden was to not, be in foul trouble first 4 minutes of the game, and that's his first one of the night. So good for him so far, positively.
Yeah.
Pushing that forward as I think we are all set on YouTube now. Sorry about that. Thanks, Aaron, for
it's okay.
Doing all that right there.
Thanks to all listeners for hanging with us. It's been a rough one.
So he missed the first one, so good foul by Aiden so far. Second one's up for Mirando and goes in, so he's 1 for 2 there from the stripe. He's going to pass into Kegler, and it's going to come to Dre. Now he's going to bring it up the court. TA, kind of that elbow where Cannon was out on the left side, is just going to swing over to Cannon here on the right side now. Back to TA, back to Dre in the corner. Going to try to get Kegler to run the kind of high post to post.
Deep 3 from Cannon Brown, just rims out.
Kegler gets in there, knocks it out to TA. Back to Cannon. Cannon to Dre in the corner for 3. Long, but Aiden still fighting for the rebound, still fighting, gets the rebound. It's a good hustle. Points there for Aiden Ogren as TA is going to go right in, try to lay it up. Misses, but gets fouled. So that's going to send him to the line here. It'll be a foul on 14, Mirando. So he's been at the free throw line. Mirando, it sounds like, is what the PA announcer said here. So we'll go with that the rest of the year.
And it's kind of probably the football head in me. Football's my favorite sport, but watching Aiden is fun, man. He's just, if it's something that's like effort or strength, he wins every single time.
Never going to have to question that kid's effort for sure.
He wins every single effort play.
So Tyler makes his first one from the free throw line tonight.
So he gets ready, puts up number 2, and it's going to be at the front of the iron. So going to keep it a 4-point game. Frontenac leads 5-1 early in the game here. 14's going to kick it up top. Big man's going to have it. He's going to hand it off. They're going to kick it back out. A lot of dribble handoffs. They're going to call an offensive foul here off the ball.
It's going to be Mirando's second, so he's going to have most points for them, 3, and out of the game here with 3:58 left here in the first quarter.
Yes, he pushes Dirks there, I think, a little bit too much down in the post area.
Looked like he ended up hitting TA kind of coming through.
Did he?
So, yeah,
okay.
TA kind of took a shot. So, KB's going to bring it up this time as we're going to run Kegler off the free throw line down to the post. Keep our bigs out long. Ogren really wants the 3. This one he misses short, bounces off the back and almost goes back in, but misses it both ways.
Well, that might be the first 3 we've seen him take.
It's the second one of the night.
Is it? Yeah, I missed it while I was getting the internet.
You were, but it's a good-looking shot. Just if it falls and it gets hot, that's going to be another thing he can add to his bag. As Wagner's going to try to drive in on Aiden. Goes nowhere. Back to him. Tries to drive in again. Goes up with it. They're going to call that foul on Aiden as he kind of reached over the top. So that's going to be 2 on Aiden here. 3:23 left first quarter. As Wagner's going to be at the line.
Hate to say announcer jinx, but
yeah, it's one of
Dylan's
those.
talking about his foul trouble, and then
I said in the first 4 minutes, so I couldn't have jinxed it.
Fair enough.
He's going to throw it just right over the rim, kind of one of those no arch for being that tall, just throws it right over the top. So Aiden's going to come out. Quade's going to check in here.
Reminds me
for
of
the
like
Tigers.
Shaq's free throw, or Yao Ming, just throw it in.
Yeah, Shaq kind of just threw it as much as he could.
Yeah.
Never
Could
knew
you
that ball
imagine,
was
though,
going.
being like that? I mean, it's like shooting a grapefruit for us.
Yeah, I agree. Drayton gets the rebound and falls straight down. They're going to call travel there.
Unfortunately.
So, yeah, it was kind of just looked like he was trying to see maybe feel a little bit of body from somebody else, and they pulled the chair right out from under him. So it's going to be Raider ball underneath right there on the O of Frontenac because they're going to get into Wagner. Quade is going to go to work with him, and he's going to just turn in and score. So extend the lead here, 8-1. Timeout here for Coach Feedback. Will take one as well as 3:12 left here in the first quarter. Fort Scott trails by 7, 8-1 against the Frontenac Raiders. Listen, I'll hit 103.9 of Fort Scott TV on YouTube. Back right after this break.
Since 1921, Billiard Hammer Hartman Insurance has been a staple in the community, meeting the needs of our area residents. We handle many types of insurance from auto, home, farm, motorcycle, ATV, watercraft, as well as many aspects of your business needs. We are a proud supporter of sports in our local area, schools, and our athletes. Give us a call, 620-223-2970, or stop by our office. We're located at 20 South National in beautiful downtown Fort Scott, Kansas.
So back here, still in that full timeout, first horn there. 3:12 left here in the first quarter. It's going to be Frontenac 8, Fort Scott 1. As maybe it was an announcer jinx. I don't know. I'll kind of have to sulk on that a little bit and think about it. But Aiden picks up his first foul, with 4 minutes or so to go and some change to go in the first quarter, and he picks up another quick second one. So Quade checks in for him. Besides that, you have the starters here still for the Tigers. As he's going to Marlowe's going to pass it in here to KB's. Kegler's kind of been off the ball so far, kind of running
that too.
That free throw line.
I think Dirk does well off the pass, maybe sets himself up a little better. But
yeah, and you can kind of see if he's a shooter or what he's going to do is KB and TA tries to get it. He's going to drive in, does go up
That's
and
exactly
good.
What I'm talking about right there. Great move. Dirks catches it at the high post and just slashes in for a layup. So Frontenac's going to get it across the half court now. They're going to drive in, kick it back to Wagner. He's looking for a cross-court pass. Makes kind of a dangerous pass, but yeah, gets through. Now he looks to body Quade and can't get it done. He's going to kick it out. 15's going to dribble. Now we're back to Wagner at the top. Coombs going to set something up. 10 to go on the shot clock. 8. Wagner has it at the three-point line right side. He's going to spin. Quade's going to block the shot. Oh, goodness, they call a foul on Quade.
Very late, and,
it was all ball.
I guess good. I don't know if you'd call it sportsmanship, but good acting by Wagner. As Quade did block that, and he fell down, so maybe they're trying to call the body right there. As he's going to be at the free throw line, and this is kind of something that you don't want to happen, especially with Dexter Williams not suited up for tonight's game.
Little LeBron flop there from Wagner.
Quade gets his first foul of the night, and that's your two bigs besides Marlowe.
Yeah.
With 3 fouls on the night.
Ball don't lie. He misses the first one. It's going to be 8-3 again here. 2:17 to go in the first quarter as Frontenac leads. He's going to miss the second one. KB's just out of KB's hands. Coombs puts up a 3, and it's good.
Those are the things you just don't want if you're a Tiger faithful there. Just got to be strong with the ball. You got to want it a little bit more. TA is going to get it in the corner from KB. He's going to pass it back to KB. Over to Marlowe. Quade in the corner, makes a pump fake, drives in, goes up with it. Off the glass. Good little lefty shot there by Quade.
Heck of a move there by Quade Moreland as he goes in and puts one off the bank.
Kegler's going to be up there on Clayton. Swings it over to Wagner. Wagner into number 10. He's going to swing it into 15. Yeah, we've got a couple kids here that have checked in for the Raiders. We'll get their names in a second. Kegler gets a good steal. He's going to have a chance for a nice little layup here. Tries to draw the foul, but does get the layup. So 7-11 here. Minute 25 left first quarter. As the Tigers are kind of getting some back-to-back buckets.
I do think a little bit of that is like kind of the rust, We've been off as Frontenac throws it away there, but I think being off for 2-3 weeks is a little tough when you first come back to, that first game.
Yep.
But it feels like they're kind of settling in a little bit here with the boys team.
Yeah, Frontenac threw it away, but Quade reached out for it the last second and tipped it, so it's going to be Frontenac ball underneath on the O again. Kicks to the opposite corner. 3, misses. KB with the rebound. Kind of gets hit in the head again. No call, but he's going to look to push across half court here. So he's going to look to swing to Quade. Quade back to KB, the elbow. Over to Marlowe, not quite at the three-point line. Back to KB, long three. He likes that shot. Unfortunately, misses this one.
Oh.
TA is going to pick up a cheap one, trying to swipe at the
That's
ball
a
and
soft
gets a
foul. I thought he barely touched him.
Yeah.
This guy's he's pretty good at calling touch fouls. So you just got to know the ref, though, you know. As long as they stay the same way, you know what's coming. So Barcelona's going to have it and kick it to, it's going to be Sneed there. He's going to hand it off to Clayton. Now to Wagner, the big man at the top. He looks back door, hits TA in the back. He's going to make a good pass here to Dirks, and Dirks is going to get fouled by the big man, Wagner.
That's, you know, go up strong with it. If you make it, you make it. But if not, you know you're going to get hit there.
Yeah.
So good for him to try to finish.
Getting him in foul trouble early would be helpful, so that's his first.
His first, we're going to have Dirks Kegler at the free throw line shooting 2 with 32.8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Frontenac leads by 4, 11-7. Kegler's first is up and off the front of the rim. So kind of some same things that feedback talked about as we've been really working on our free throws, trying to make those, because Chanute, we would have won by about 8 if we would have made all our free throws. So see if we can turn the tide here. And Frontenac, as he does go 50% from the line, makes his second there for the Tigers. 8-11, 30 seconds left. Shot clock is still on. It's about maybe a few tenths of a second. I'm going to call a block foul on Kegler, and it's going to be no shot clock, 25.6 seconds.
That's just good, hard defense, in my opinion. Now he's talking to the crowd. Yeah, why don't you pay attention to the game and get the ball into the basket?
It's going to be the 15th foul here on Fort Scott, so it's going to be, I believe that's number 11. That's going to be Clayton at the free throw line here, shooting 2.
I think they just maybe gave Coach Feedback a warning. You love to see it. He's been listening to us, huh?
Maybe, I don't know. Clayton makes his first. That's going to bring it another 4-point lead again. I've never heard of a warning, really, except one time I got told to get back in my coach's box.
That's what they just told him.
I said, well, hey, maybe you should watch the game out there, not me in my real estate. But Clayton makes his second, and that's going to extend it to a 5-point lead here for the Raiders with 25.6 seconds left here. For the Tigers, probably settle for one shot as KB's going to bring it across, and Frontenac set up in that 1-2-2 house zone. As Feedback likes to call it. KB to the corner to Tyler. Tyler's looking. Swings it back to KB on the volleyball line. Marlowe crosses through. Quade in the corner. Looks inside to Kegler. Kind of gets bumped, but they don't call a foul after that push foul earlier. 5 seconds. Over to number 2, Coombs. Coombs for 3, misses. Quade gets the rebound. There's not going to be any time, so that's going to end the first quarter. Frontenac 13, Fort Scott 8. We'll be back right after this break. You're listening to All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV on YouTube. This is Dylan Duffy with Aaron Judy.
Basketball doesn't build character, it reveals it. From the weight room, the basketball court, to the wrestling mats, the Hole in the Wall Liquor Store wishes all Tiger student athletes the best of luck. The Hole in the Wall knows that high levels of community support between teachers, parents, and the community benefit students. Located on the edge of historic downtown Fort Scott at 124 East Wall, the Hole in the Wall Liquor Store is proud to partner with the community to support the local youth in all their activities.
So just looking at the official stats of the first quarter, looks like Quade's going to have 2. Kegler's going to have 5 for Fort Scott. And Anderson TA is going to have 1. And that's going to give us 8 points for us. And then for the Raiders, Coombs is going to have 5. Clayton's going to have 2. Rondo's going to have 3. Wagner's going to have 2 as well. And then it looks like finishing up, that's going to be 13 for them, as it's going to be Frontenac ball at half court coming out into the second quarter of tonight's game.
Yep, so looks like we're going to have, where's my Barcelona with the ball here. He's going to get it in. 24 is going to go right side, tries to go into Marlowe, kind of runs into a brick wall a little bit. Now they're going to get it outside. Back, they're going to kick it to the three-point line. He comes in, puts up a floater, and it's good.
So Sneed gets his first points of the game. It's 15-8. Frontenac, as KB's going to bring the ball across, kicks it over to Marlowe on the right side in front of the bench, back to KB. Back to TA. Talking to feedback, he really tried to want to shoot him out of his zone if we could. We haven't quite made all those threes yet as we get a turnover there. KB tries to throw it in, and Coombs going to jump the passing route, go up with it, gets fouled, misses, but we'll be at the free throw line shooting 2 with 7:22 left here in the second quarter. He's called another one on the arm, and that one's going to be Tyler's second foul of the night, as Ogren's going to have 2, and so is TA now. And Quade is going to have 1. I believe there's more, but I've missed them. Looks like Kegler has 1 as well. So Paxton Allen, sophomore, is going to get some minutes here for TA. Young sophomore. Went with the buzz cut, looks like over the break. Coombs going to go up for his second, and it's in as well. So it's going to be 16-8 here for the Raiders. KB's going to bring it up the court again.
I think it's 17-8. Quade's going to have it in the corner now. They go back to the top. Cannon thinks about dribbling, gets it back to Quade. Now to Marlowe. He fakes, kicks it out to Leisure. He's kind of open. Back to the top with Quade. Corner. Marlowe, 3, good.
Good to get him going, as that's going to be his first bucket of the night.
Needed that, cuts it back to 6.
17-11 here, 6:45 left in the second quarter. Frontec's going to bring it across. They're going to kick it over here to number 4. Back up to not Morondo.
Barcelona there.
Barcelona gets it back, and he's going to get fouled on some kind of just soft stuff, I think, and feedback's going to have to tell Quade to calm down just a little bit, but it's going to be Quade's second of the night, and that's going to send. Is that who you said, Barcelona?
No, number 10.
Number 10 is? Okay, so number 12.
First free throw is good.
Get his name real quick for you guys. Number 12 is going to be Gunnar Hornia. I'm going to go with Hornia. Who knows? He makes his first. Misses his second. So it's going to make it 18-11 here. 6:30 and counting left in the second quarter. Paxton kicks it over to KB. KB back to Paxton. Down to Dre in the corner after making that last 3 down the court. Skip past KB into Paxton. Get it to Dirks at the free throw line. KB back at the elbow. Looks to drive. Nothing there. Back to Paxton. Dre in the corner. 10 on the shot clock. KB's open for that 3. He takes a shot. A little long, but Kegler gets up, gets the rebound, goes up with misses. Dre gets the rebound, misses. Gets it again, makes that one. So gets the old-fashioned 3-point play there for Drayden Marlowe. He got 2 rebounds and 2 points there, so he's on his way to a double-double as well, maybe.
Yeah. Get some of them Angel Reese me-bounds.
Yeah,
hey, whatever works. Dirks is skying for that rebound there. I was impressed.
And, that's really good to see coming off an ACL injury, too, that he's got that bounce back as well.
Yeah. So Drayden gets ready for the 3-point play, and it's good. Kind of off the back of the iron, and it goes way up and falls in. So Barcelona's going to bring the ball up here for Frontenac. Going to get it across. Now dribble handoff back to Barcelona at the top. Paxton Leisure cuts him off. Number 2 is going to drive in, kicks it out. Good defense here by the Tigers. The floater misses badly, but Frontenac's going to try to save it, and it's going to be out of bounds. Going to be Fort Scott ball.
I'll drop my phone right there.
So good defensive
prowess there by the Tigers,
by the Tigers.
Going to have a chance to cut it to a 1-possession game here.
Now we'll see Paxton Leisure bring the ball up for the Tigers.
Swings it to KB, gets it to Quade, and you can see Kegler still running that lane, so you kind of like him rebounding. Even as the shorter individual on the team, he's still skying for it, so you kind of keep him in there. See if you can get that moving. As Paxton gets it, kicks it over to KB. Like to see maybe KB get a chance at a corner 3, but Dirks deep 3 misses long. Gonna be a rebound there for Clayton as he's gonna bring it up the court. 1 man to beat. Maybe carried it, but keeps his dribble, picks it up and misses the free throws. Quade's gonna end up coming up with the rebound there. Swings it over to KB. Has Dre in the corner here. He's gonna skip past to Moreland. Moreland over to Paxton. Paxton back to Quade at the top. They're swinging the ball quickly, trying to keep this zone moving a little bit. So still moving, gets it to Kegler. I can kind of see feedback in my corner of my eye here, kind of making some movements every time the ball's passed, hoping it goes somewhere else. So seeing the game pretty good tonight. Quad A in the corner for 3. Long. It's going to be a rebound by Wagner, and he's going to take it all the way across. Ends up getting tipped. Almost traveled, but gets his footing under him and scores that
job
basket
by there. Or by Quad A there, not to foul and compound the problem. Just live to see another possession.
Yep, so 2-possession game here, 6-point lead for the Raiders. So we're going to swing it to Paxton in the corner. Quad A back at the top of the key. Swing over to KB. Like to see that a little more as he makes a good move, misses, but Quad A gets rebound and gets fouled, so he will be going to the line. And, you know, there's some things that you can drive to the basket here on this zone if they're going to be lax on it. And that's when you drive more, suck them in. That's when you can kind of kick it out to the corners.
And I know, in my opinion, probably put up some more threes. Like, we're athletic. I know Paxton Leisure can shoot the ball well. I've seen him do it in the JV games. And, we can shoot the ball even if you miss one. Shoot it again.
I agree. Wagner got that foul there, and Quad A misses his first from the line.
I mean, they're just daring us to shoot a three-pointer right now. They're playing 3-4 foot off guys, just asking us to shoot it. So I say shoot it. I mean, if you don't, you'd probably like to see him swing it a few times, look for something inside. If it's not there,
work the clock a little bit, but still have a chance for those threes. Quad A's going to miss his second. It's going to be a foul on KB to kind of
cheap one.
Yeah, but that's going to be fouling him. As it looked like Murphy and Morondo checked in for the Raiders there, and Ogren's going to get back in for the first time in the second quarter, with 4:09 left here for Quad A, as KB picks up his first foul on that last possession after the free throws.
So Barcelona is going to stay at the point for Frontenac here. He's going to get it across the half-court line. Looks to go left side. KB tries to cut it off, and now it's a battle of the big men. Good job there by Aiden not fouling as Wagner misses the little hook there, Dylan. So
yeah, and Kegler skies for the rebound, gets it up to Paxton, so we're back in it on our offensive side, seeing they're still kind of daring to shoot that three as they're playing way off Paxton. I think Paxton should put one up.
Shoot it.
He wants to, but maybe he knows his role a little bit so far. He's trying to facilitate. Thought about even stepping further back and doing it. Good pass into Kegler. Kegler gets bumped.
Are we serious?
Ball flies out, so they're going to call a tip ball there. But, it kind of probably should have been more of a foul, I think, if anything. But it's going to end up being Fort Scott ball.
The ball doesn't go 10 foot in the air for no reason, fellas.
3:30 left here. Kicks it into KB off the corner. Good jump stop by KB. Gets fouled. So he'll be at the free throw line here as he kind of gets a arm foul, and that's going to be Wagner. He's already holding his hands. That's going to be his third on the night, so get the big man out.
Yeah, that's a good move there. I really think, what would set the tone?
I mean, a dunk is always.
KB or Marlowe to hammer one back on somebody's dome.
It's a little harder to dunk against, I would say, a zone if you're not passing the ball and cutting back door or trying to set up a back screen or anything like that.
I think if either one of them gets a lane at all, I don't care if they miss it.
They haven't had a lane because they've had to jump, stop, and go
You're
around.
You're ruining the fun, Dylan.
I know.
You're really sucking the fun out of this right now.
You got to bring it in a little bit, then kick it out. As KB makes his first, misses his second.
That's a travel.
They called a travel earlier
goodness.
when we fell down, but they're going to call a foul on TA, and it's going to be his third after coming right back in. So KB makes two there, or makes one, sorry.
These refs are atrocious.
We don't need to be getting into that. We're calling basketball here.
Yep. That's all. Well, I got to let the listeners
Got to say it every once in a while. They're watching now, finally. We got YouTube back up.
For our
going.
radio viewers, the score here, 20-15. Frontenac leads Fort Scott, 3:25 to go in the second quarter.
So we got a timeout, I believe, by...
I think Frontenac.
Frontenac called a timeout there. So quick 30-second timeout. Feedback's kind of drawing up something after the TA foul there on the rebound. We just kept it right here. This is going to be a quick one. They've already buzzed the first horn. So that was at the 15-second mark. It's going to be Frontenac ball underneath here on the Tigers side currently. Again, 20-15 if you're just joining us. 3:25 left, second quarter. Tigers have got it down to a 4-point lead against the Raiders, or a 4-point trail, and then now it's back up to 5 as they're bringing the ball up the court here. Crosses half court. Gets to Coombs. Coombs is looking to number 11. 11 drives wide open lane. Up and easy bucket for Clayton there. It's going to be 2 points for him. Tigers going to bring it up with KB.
KB is going to go left side here. He's at the volleyball line. Kicks it to Leisure. Now back to KB, left side. Looks inside to Drayden. Drayden puts up about a 5-footer just hard off the back. So Frontenac's going to come away with the rebound.
15 brought it up there. That was going to be Murphy, and he kind of gave it up. He didn't really look like he wanted it too long.
No.
Mirando looked his drive and kind of picked up his dribble, gets it out. We're going to swing it back. We're kind of pressing him a little bit harder with this man defense. He's going to jump stop. Maybe took an extra step there. In high school, that should be a travel. Shout out to Deshaun saying I always call travels, but I just like to see the game played the right way.
That's a travel.
And they
just
called it on
falls down with
this side of the
on Coombs there.
Court. So it's going to be 2:26 left here, second quarter, 22-15 Frontenac currently. So the Tigers going to have the ball underneath here.
Caden's going to inbound it, and now we're going to see, nope, Dirk's going to give it back to KB, so they're going to keep working Dirks off the ball. KB goes to Leisure, out of the corner to Marlowe. Thought about getting it inside. They're going to tip it away from him here for an easy layup by himself.
Looked like he wanted to dunk it, but he almost lost the ball there. So it's going to be 24-15 here after that. Kaler's going to bring it up this time. Kind of probably going to be like a tale of two halves, I feel like, because, they kept Kegler off the ball. I think that's what they're going to do, and they switch it up. As Marlowe's going to get the ball at the free throw line, go in, get fouled, and that's kind of more probably what you want to see from Marlowe. If he can get it inside, work that first, then get out to the three-point line.
Yeah, and if we can just kind of – that high post is open. If we can kind of keep feeding it there and see what we can do with that.
Yeah, that's the thing about the zone is you really just got to find the open spot and then attack it from there.
A lot of times I think if you can get it to the elbow, you can beat the zone.
Marlowe makes his first.
Don't look like they have any intention of getting out of it right now. No. Probably I don't think you're going to see it all night. Athletically, I don't know. I think we have the advantage, if they're trying to play man with us. But
yeah,
defensively, we just got to play a little better fundamentally and get a body in front of the ball. No matter who it is, you got to stop the ball.
Absolutely. Marlowe with his second one is good as well, so he makes his two there. Minute 50 left, second quarter, 24-17. Frontenac leads the Fort Scott Tigers. They bring it across. Jax Armstrong checked in here for the Tigers. Almost got a steal there, but pass to the corner. Bad passes. Marlowe ends up coming up with a steal, and we get it across half court. Looks at Jax in the corner for three. It's good. Jax Armstrong for three in the corner.
Steps in and hits a three almost immediately.
And that's going to be a 4-point lead now for the Raiders as Dirks is going to get a steal here, go up with it. Up and in, good. Right-hand layup from the left side. Down two now for the Tigers. Quick turnaround here. They're starting to press a little more as KB's up on Coombs. Coombs drives in, gets KB off his feet, doesn't go up with it. Going to swing it over here to Barcelona. Barcelona kicks it over to Coombs. Back out to 24, drives in, hard bucket, and no and one call. He wanted it. It's going to be 2 points there for 24 Sneed.
Yeah, I don't think that was a foul, so a good no call there. Dirks is going to go right side now to KB. They swing it back to Dirks, swing it all the way around back to the corner. Now they're going to give it back to Dirks, top. KB in the corner. Drayden kind of was looking for the ball there at the elbow. Didn't get it.
You got a chance at
deep
2-point.
Three from Drayden. Now I don't know if that's a shot he wants right there.
Yep. The shot clock is off as he shot that with about 35.2 left on the shot clock. So 25 seconds and counting here, second quarter. Frontenac with the ball, leading by 4, 26-22. Kind of running the KU dribble handoff as they don't get it to him. They get it into Murphy. He didn't want it. Throws it right back out to Coombs. Coombs hands over here to Clayton. Clayton's back to Coombs off the top of the screen. Kicks to the corner, wide open three for Barcelona. Misses, rebound. Throws it up off the backboard and no good as that's going to be halftime. Frontenac 26, Fort Scott 22. We'll be right back after this break with the unofficial official stats of the first half. You're listening to All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV on YouTube.
Hey folks, Frank here with Griggs and Fort Scott. Happy New Year. New year brings new beginnings, so why not start the year out with a new ride? Choose from Chevy, GMC, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram truck, and Toyota, all in one location. Plus over 600 pre-owned vehicles available. We have something for everybody and financing for all. Find all these vehicles at Briggs and Fort Scott or at BriggsAuto.com. I'm Frank, and I'll see you on the showroom floor.
Hi, folks. This is Brian from Union State Bank. We would like to use this time to give a friendly reminder that at Union State Bank, We offer a number of services that you find at the big banks, and yet you still receive the personalized service that makes banking at a community bank so much nicer. Come in and see us at Union State Bank, family-owned and operated since 1901, on the square in Uniontown and at 12th Street and Highway 69 in Fort Scott. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Peerless Products offers health insurance with an employee-only premium as low as $10 per week, a company-funded health savings account, company-funded life insurance for employees and their immediate families, profit sharing, and a 401k match. Peerless employees enjoy fresh fruit daily, earned paid sick time, and vacation time that's immediately available, and the knowledge that their weekends will be theirs to enjoy. Apply in person or online at peerlessproducts.com. Peerless Products is an equal opportunity employer that puts people first.
Hey there, my name is Rayleigh Callan, and I am a senior athlete at Fort Scott High School, and I would just like to take the opportunity to thank our community for all the support. I am proud to be a Tiger, and I am proud to be part of our small town. My family has owned and operated a business in Bourbon County for many years, and love supporting all the kids. After all, we are the future. Stop in at Atkins Insurance Agency sometime and meet my grandma, Patty West, and my mom, Crystal Cowan. Atkins Insurance Agency is located at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott.
Casper Enterprises, LLC is a full-service general contractor providing both commercial and residential new construction and remodeling, as well as boat dock fabrication and repair. 3 generations strong, we have over 50 years combined experience in the industry. Call Bo for all your construction needs. Proud supporter of all of our Fort Scott Tigers. Go Tigers.
Are you looking?
Back here with the real quick official stats of the first half. I am missing 3 points for the Tigers. I'll get that corrected, but we have Moreland with 2, Dirks Kegler with 5, Drayden Marlowe with 7, Kenan Brown with 1, Tyler Anderson with 1, and Jax Armstrong with 3 off the bench so far. For the home team Raiders, you got Coombs with 7, Clayton with 4, Miranda with 3, Sneed with 4, Wegner with 4, Horna with 0, Barcelona with none, and Murphy with 0. You know, Jax came out, kind of lit a spark there, hit that 3 in the corner, and then turned around. Kegler got the steal and got it down to a 2-point game and went into halftime down 4 after they kind of drove and scored there at the end. But kind of like what we see if we can keep attacking, get some steals, and getting through that zone a little bit more here in the second half.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm sure that he's going to coach them up in there. Now that they've seen it, they got a little better idea how to attack it. So.
For sure. He's got some kids kind of having a little shoot around here in Frontenac if you're watching on YouTube.
Looks like some type of competition maybe.
Yeah, maybe most shots or something like that. Who knows? But we'll be back right after this break as I just saw the hot dogs in the fan zone over there come out here onto the court. So you're listening to All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV on YouTube. We'll be back after we pay some bills on the radio side. We appreciate you listening and tuning in.
Are you looking for a college that gives you options? Fort Scott Community College offers more than 35 fields of study, ensuring every student finds their passion. Earn credits to transfer to a 4-year institution or pursue an associate's degree or certificate. With a variety of student organizations and athletic programs, soon to include cheerleading and men and women's soccer. We've got you covered. Start your application today at fortscott.edu. There's more vision than meets the eye, and Pinar Eye Care understands this purpose. Their dedicated team of experts and advanced technology are here for your eyes, whether it's for an emergency or routine checkup. Maintaining your sight is their mission, with offices in Fort Scott, Pittsburgh, and Pinar. Take care, live better with Pinar Eye Care. Visit in person at 1711 South Nashville Street in Fort Scott or call 620-223-0850. Improving lives through the state-of-the-art care. See more online at CanarEyeCare.com.
Hello, Travis Myrick here with Myrick Mechanical, locally owned and operated. If you are tired of costly repairs and or high electric bills, it may be time to upgrade to a higher efficiency system. We are system change-out specialists. We install whole homes, mini splits, and Generac generators. Give us a call at 913-713-3734 to schedule a full home and system analysis.
Myrick Mechanical is a proud sports booster.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It
feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Cale Nelson is right here in Bourbon and Lynn counties to help you select the right protection at the right price. We will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages, so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Cale Nelson, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call me. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Since 1921, Billiard Hammer Hartman Insurance has been a staple in the community, meeting the needs of our area residents. We handle many types of insurance from auto, home, farm, motorcycle, ATV, watercraft, as well as many aspects of your business needs. We are a proud supporter of sports in our local area, schools, and our athletes. Give us a call, 620-223-2970, or stop by our office. We're located at 20 South National in beautiful downtown Fort Scott, Kansas.
James Naismith is quoted as saying, "Basketball doesn't build character, it reveals it." From the weight room, the basketball court, to the wrestling mats, the hole-in-the-wall liquor store wishes all Tiger student-athletes the best of luck. The hole-in-the-wall knows that high levels of community support between teachers, parents, and the community benefit students. Located on the edge of historic downtown Fort Scott at 124 East Wall, the hole-in-the-wall liquor store is proud to partner with the community to support the local youth in all their activities.
An authentic taste of old Mexico in the heart of Fort Scott. That's La Hacienda, the finest Mexican cuisine served fresh, hot, and made to order. Plus, who doesn't love the free basket of homemade chips and La Hacienda's fresh salsa? Get your favorite La Hacienda meal through dine-in, curbside pickup, or delivery. See their full menu at LaHaciendaFortScott.com. La Hacienda, an authentic taste of Mexico in the heart of downtown Fort Scott, 24 North Main. Proud to support the Fort Scott Tigers.
The Fort Scott jungle has tigers galore, with ferocious appetites for more. That's why all the tigers fill their bellies at Marsh's Deli, located at 6 West 18th Street. It's the tradition of every game day to ensure the winning way of play. It's easy to score a big food win with deliveries, carry-out, or even dine-in. Marsh's Deli welcomes call-in orders too. You can call us at 620-223-6432. All Tigers know that Marsh's Deli is where you fill your belly.
And Norris Heating and Air Conditioning, they strive to provide the most thorough diagnosis of your heating and air conditioning system by utilizing the most up-to-date diagnostic tools as well as attending product-specific training so they can get you back up and running as fast and economical as possible. If a system replacement is required, rest assured you will receive an installation of your new equipment that is second to none with factory-trained and approved startup with a 10-year parts and labor warranty. Call Norris Heating and Air Conditioning now at 223-5990 for your hometown comfort connection.
Opie's Pizza is proud to support all area school sports and reminds you that they have many locations for you to enjoy the best pizza there is. You'll find Opie's Pizza at KC Mart, north at the Hammond exit, Union Station in Uniontown. Everybody's in Mound City, Opie's Restaurant in Girard, and now at Opie's Pizza Pool Room and Pub in Pittsburgh, Crickets in Kincaid, Rookies in Iola, and on-the-go convenience store at the Prescott exit on North 69. Or go to opiespizza.com.
Back here with about a minute left to go of halftime. Your Frontenac Raiders, not your Frontenac Raiders, but the home team Frontenac Raiders are leading by 4, 26-22 here at their home court. We'll be back here in a few weeks for the mid-season classic. Frontenac, I think they call it the Raider Classic. Sometimes it's the National Guard usually puts it on for us too. So kind of get some good schools in from Oklahoma. Got the two gyms running. It's a pretty fun atmosphere. In that tournament, we kind of get it early here at Frontenac High School as Fort Scott got them on the schedule this year.
Yeah.
So, down 4 here for the boys. See what they can do as they kind of figured out that zone there a little bit late into the second quarter, I feel like, and they started pressing a little more and getting some wide open looks in the corner, getting into the lane and getting through. We'll see if we can get Marlowe or KB to get a two-foot dunk for Aaron so he can be happy and say I'm not a Debbie Downer anymore.
It's not that much to ask.
not when they're 6'4", 6'5". So
one way to keep them out of that zone is stay in transition. I mean, you don't let them get back and set up, push the ball a little bit,
For sure. We're going to get going here in the third quarter as Kegler's going to have the ball start for the Tigers. He's going to swing it over to KB. You're going to get a screen there by Ogren. Open three. Misses. Going to be a rebound for Frontenac, and they're going to push up the court quick. Looks like Sneed's going to kick it over to Clayton. Clayton back over to Coombs. Coombs way out there.
Short. Oh, KB almost gets the rebound.
Rondo.
Wagner's going to get the rebound and score it there.
So it's going to be a 2-point basket there for Frontenac. Extend lead 28-22. 7:30 left here in the third quarter as we just begun. Kind of look for the same play, but now Marlowe in the corner instead. It's good. Drayden Marlowe for 3.
Big time bucket there by him. Cuts it to a 3-point game for the Tigers.
That's going to put him in double-digit scoring for the night for the Tigers. Coombs going to try to hand it off to Sneed. Sneed's almost going to take it out of bounds. Back to Coombs to the baseline. Picks up his dribble. They're kind of looking to drive. Have a wide open shot there by number 11, Clayton, and it's going to be good for them. So we trade 3-point baskets here as Kaker's going to bring it up the court. He's looking, get that screen. Marlowe in the corner, also going to have TA. He had kind of his setup there. They're kind of doing an elevator screen on both of those guys. Because if you leave a little bit of time over there for Marlowe or KB in the corner to get hot, I think good things will happen for the Tigers if they do. We're going to swing it over to KB. He's going to kind of drive in, gets a good pass into Ogren. He's going to try to go up with it. Bounces off of Wagner's foot, but they're going to call it off of Aiden, I guess, and it's going to be Raider basketball underneath.
Looks like maybe
feedback.
Aiden.
If you heard the clap there, he's not very happy about it.
As Frontenac gets the ball across the half-court line here in Miranda's hands, he's going to set up at the volleyball line, center court. Gets it to the left side wing. Big man Wagner is going to catch it at the top. Spin move. Tries to make a pass. It gets tipped and stolen by TA. He's going to come away with it right side. He's going to go all the way to the bucket and draw a block. So he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Kind of had a chance for an oop there. I thought maybe you were going to try to call it out, but TA just goes right to the basket, draws the foul, and we'll be at the free throw line here with 6:15 left in the third quarter. Frontenac 31, Fort Scott 25 as TA is getting set up for his first free throw here. Up and hard off the back. So still kind of having some free throw woes here for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's kind of been a story of our team this year.
Yep.
Got to get that figured out. So
they're free. We need to figure it out. Tyler's back at the free throw line. Makes the second one, though, so 50% so far on the night for him as he's made 2 for 4. We're going to have that set up. Swing over to Clayton. Clayton's going to look inside to Wagner. Wagner's going to try to get around. They're going to call a blocking foul on Aiden. He's just trying to go to work there, but unfortunately they call it. So it's going to be Aiden's third. We'll see what they do here if you're the Tigers and feedback. Now TA has 3, and so does Aiden Ogren. KB's on the ball here to throw it in. They're going to get it into Wagner. He's going to go up with it. I thought he was going to go up with it. Ends up throwing it away. And
yeah, kind of tries to pass it there when he probably should have just
tips
shot
off
it.
KB and goes out of bounds. So it'll be Frontenac ball underneath again as Mirando's going to look to pass it in. Throws over the top to Coombs. Coombs swings it back to Mirando, back into Wagner. They're really trying to work that, see if they can draw the fourth one on Aiden as we left him in. Wagner's going to miss it. That's a loose ball. They're going to end up calling a foul on Dirks Kegler, which makes no sense.
Goodness.
And feedback is mad.
As he should be. Yeah, that is terrible.
Yeah. He's trying to call him over. He's not going to pay attention to it.
That's one of the worst calls we've seen all year. That is, man.
So 5:46 left here to go. They're looking to pass it in. They do throw it over the top. TA is going to tip it right out of bounds. He's not listening to feedback. Feedback wants to talk to him, but they're not going to give it to him. So unfortunately, we got to get back into the game. As KB's going to get the steal. He's going to have a chance here for that thing. Just lays it up though. 2 points. Make sure that's even. They're going to call a full timeout there by Frontenac. As feedback's still going to talk to the official here. We're going to send it to a quick break because it's going to be a full timeout. Fort Scott TV on YouTube and I'll hit 103.9 on the radio. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Hey folks, Frank here with Griggs and Fort Scott. Happy New Year. New Year brings new beginnings. So why not start the year out with a new ride? Choose from Chevy, GMC, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram truck, and Toyota, all in one location. Plus over 600 pre-owned vehicles available. We have something for everybody and financing for all. Find all these vehicles at Briggs & Fort Scott or at BriggsAuto.com. I'm Frank, and I'll see you on the showroom floor.
Back here at Frontenac High School as the Tigers got a steal there by Cannon and went up with it to make it a 3-point lead. And if you're watching on YouTube, kind of got some action going there as feedback kind of let the official know, like, hey, that wasn't a good call. And, you know, kind of things we were talking about at the beginning of this year is he needs to do that a little bit, and he does do it. So we'll see if that
I'm proud of Coach. I'm proud of him.
5:40 left here in as he's still letting him know a little bit how bad of a call that was. So still going to be Raider basketball after that layup. And he does have a gripe because that
I'm
was
trying to figure out what they even called. I don't even know.
Yeah. A block or something it's kind of was a two-man official game as he was still letting them know, and KB kicks that ball. So 5:34 left here. Third quarter, 31-28.
Frontenac leads. KB is going to harass him full court.
As Mirando does get the ball across, but we're kind of up on him a little bit more now as Drayden's up here on Sneed. They hand it off to Coombs. Coombs for a three. Short right over Drayden's head. Gets a good block, and they're going to call a foul there too, and he had all ball. But it's going to end up being a foul as they're kind of trying to get, I guess, control of this a little bit more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Foul.
I think anytime you come down with your hand, unfortunately, whether it's all ball or not, they like to call it. So, not that it's
Stripes
right.
love to call things. You know, they kind of like to be a part of the game a little bit, I guess. They get paid to do it. So, first free throw is short, miss. You know what we always like to say.
Yeah.
Ball don't lie.
It doesn't.
Either ball don't lie or that was a good hard foul there by Marlowe.
Yeah.
5:15 left here, third quarter, 31-28. Frontenac leads. Second one is up and good. So Sneed gets one of two there. Extends it to a 4-point game as Kegler's going to bring it across the free throw line. Swings it over to KB on the right side in front of the fans. Drayden from the corner three. Just rims out, but TA gets the rebound, kind of fades away with it, misses the putback. And it's going to be Frontenac basketball.
Yeah, as they press it down the right side. He's going to have an open three. He's going to pump fake at the top. They're going to call a travel. So they're going to call a travel on Sneed there. And it's going to be Fort Scott ball. KB is going to inbound the ball here right in front of Frontenac's bench as their coach kind of has to get out of the way a little bit.
Just got a text from Coach Steps. He wanted to say credit to Frontenac coach and Coach Fields. They deserved the win tonight. They played better than us. They're going to get back to the lab here tomorrow and try to get this figured out as we have a home matchup on Fridays. We dish it in there to Ogren, and he gets 2-point basket.
Yeah, good strong take there by Ogren. Just muscles the kid up a little bit.
Fort Scott now down 2 here with 4:29 left in the third quarter as Frontenac's looking to score as we're all over them. Going to end up being a turnover. Kegler gets the ball, gets on the floor, kicks it to Marlowe. We got a chance here into TA. TA's going to go up, tries to go up and under, gets blocked. We're going to call out of bounds on Frontenac off that block. So 4:15. It's going to be Tiger ball underneath as Murphy's checking in here for Sneed. Kegler's going to look to pass it in here for the Tigers. He's looking, finally gets it into KB, top of the key. Back over to TA. Long three for KB, needs to see one in, misses. Kegler, good long rebound. Had a great no-look pass there, but unfortunately him and Dre were not on the same wavelength.
I thought he was going to go up with it too.
Yeah, so Frontenac's going to pass the ball in here with 4:07 left third quarter. Leading by 2 as Frontenac has the ball over to the Tigers.
Plenty of game left, so Frontenac's going to have the ball here. He's going to dribble to the top. Now he kicks it out to 15. Now is that Mirando who's going to spin move. And great move, but just going to miss the shot.
Yeah, nothing called there as Kegler's going to run in left-hand layup. Up and
Dirks
good for
crosses
the Tigers.
him up, probably gets fouled, and then he goes in and hits a little reverse layup.
It's 32-32 as Frontenac's kind of trying to get a little quicker. TA goes for the steal. Long three there by Coombs. He misses. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Tiger basketball as it's getting live in here. 3:30 left in the third quarter, and it's a tie ball game now here for Fort Scott Tigers and Frontenac Raiders.
We got a good one. Getting a little chippy. I'm here for it.
Right down 69 Highway. What do you expect?
Right.
There's going to be a little bit of rivalry.
Same thing. They all know each other. They're growing up 20 minutes from each other. So.
Sure, so KB passes it into Kegler. Kegler back to KB. Kegler corner three. The
Big
lead is
time
ours.
three for Kegler.
Dirks Kegler, and that's going to be a 3-point lead here for the Fort Scott Tigers. So Raiders going to bring it across the court. Coombs going to get on the left side, almost travels with it, kicks it to Wagner at the top with Marlowe on him. Swings it over to Mirando. He's trying to drive on KB. Euro goes up with it, misses. Rebound Ogren. All the momentum here for the Tigers on the road. Taylor's going to swing at TA. TA is going to drive, gets it knocked out of bounds. Still be Tiger basketball. No. I'm going to say he just threw it out of bounds, I guess. So it's going to be Raider basketball with 2:53 left here, third quarter. As Mirando's going to get subbed in here for Clayton.
Looks like Barcelona is going to bring the ball up for Frontenac here. Dirks hits him, stopped at half court. We almost get another steal by TA there. Now they're going to dribble in. I believe he just got away with the travel, but Clayton's going to have it at the top now.
It's
Dribble
kind of
handoff.
NBA travels where they switch pivot foots and nobody calls it. So
now they get it inside to 15 and kicks it out to Barcelona for three. Long. KB comes away with the rebound. He's going to look to push it up the right side. Crosses half court between the legs. Now to Dirks at the top. They slow it down a little bit. Three-pointer from Marlowe from the left. Just rims out.
So Frontenac's going to bring the ball, go to half court here. Kind of got crazy there, and I didn't get any stats, so I got to kind of catch back up with those. The opportunity is we're going to get into Wagner at the elbow, the free throw line. He's going to look to move on Marlowe. Nothing there. Misses. Rebound KB on the kind of an alternate shot there. As we're going to Kaler. He's going to drive in 17-footer. Gets fouled. Misses the shot, but he's going to be at the free throw line, and you can tell everybody's loving this, just kind of getting that good feel of basketball here.
Yeah, this is a fun game right now. I mean, it's a close game. Fort Scott takes the lead back over. I think probably, especially in their, what are they? They're in the Three Rivers League. No?
TRL, yeah, I believe so.
No, they're not. It is, I can't remember what it is. But anyways, Colgan, Riverton, Columbus, Baxter, those schools. I don't think that the Wagner kid probably sees a lot of teams with, if it is a big man, he's probably real skinny, because the Wagner kid is kind of built like Drayden. He's not a real tall, skinny kid. He's a bigger kid.
Yeah, he's thicker.
And it's, I could tell that last time, he seemed a little unorthodox with Drayden Gardner, not his dad.
Yeah.
Dirks makes the second free throw there to make it a 4-point game.
36-32, minute 50 left here in the third quarter as Frontenac brings the ball across the court here. Jackson is checked in the game for the Tigers. Quade as well. Quade gets that turnover there. He's going to have a chance to grab it as Coombs, really good for the Raiders there, runs that down, knocks it out of bounds, but it'll be Tiger basketball underneath. Yeah. 36-32, so we came into this quarter down 4. Now we're up 4, so good lead change for the Tigers.
First half was kind of a slow pace, kick it around, swing it. Now this second half has been super fast paced.
Oh, yeah. So try to pass it over top to KB. Gets tipped out there by Clayton for the Raiders, and it'll be Fort Scott ball over here right next to the coaches on the Tigers sideline. Minute 36, third quarter. Again, 36-32. KB's going to pass it in here to Marlowe. Marlowe's going to look over here as we got KB and Kegler over there. Kegler's going to take it over the top. Looks like the Raiders finally got into that man defense now. Got out of the zone, so we kind of took the lead. Good pass into Kegler, goes up with it, gets fouled, and one! Dirks Kegler with the strong finish there. Will be at the line to shoot one. Old-fashioned three-point play.
Good pass there by KB to get it to him, and then he goes up strong. Probably gets fouled by 2 people. They're going to give it to Barcelona, though.
So it'll be 38-32 here for the Tigers with a minute 20 left. I'm going to try to get these stats.
Probably could have gave the foul to Sneed or Barcelona there as he puts up the free throw. It's good. Going to bring it to 32-39, 7-point game here. Frontenac gets it across half court. Clayton's going to give it to Coombs there. Now back to Clayton, right side, dribble handoff to Barcelona, another dribble handoff. He gets caught in the air.
It's kind of this lax man defense that we kind of put pressure on him.
Barcelona puts up a 3, and it's good from the left side.
Try to get the foul there as well, and didn't give it. Good thing. A good shot by Barcelona.
So Dirks is going to bring it across. Nobody picks him up. He gets into the lane, drops it off to Quade. That's going to be off Frontenac's head, I believe. Oh, it hit him in the head. I watched it go off of the Frontenac player's head and go out of bounds, and they're going to call it Frontenac ball, unfortunately.
So as we calm things down here, get checked in. Mirando checks in for the Raiders. And it looks like TA comes back in for the Tigers. 47.5 seconds left and counting. Fort Scott leads 39-35 over the home team, Frontenac Raiders. Barcelona brings it across to Mirando. Steal by Kegler. We'll see if he can get up for one here. He goes up, just lays it in over the top. You know, I didn't think he could dunk within that one game. It looked like he was trying to go up for one, so I was kind of seeing if we get one there. Jackson's going to be up on Mirando here after that. 25, shot clock is off. We're kind of jumping the passing lanes here, and it's causing real problems for the Raiders. So Jackson's going to be in for on Barcelona. All up on him as he picked up his dribble. Sneed's going to drive down the lane. Nobody there. Kegler's going to get the ball tipped, but Frontenac saves it to Mirando. 8 seconds.
Jinx.
5, 10. Murphy over to Mirando. He's going to try to drive in. 1 second. Little fader. Misses off the top of the backboard. That's going to end the third quarter here. Fort Scott, 6-point lead after being down 4 at half. 41-35. We'll be right back after this break. Listen to All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV on YouTube.
Brian from State Bank. We would like to use this time to give a friendly reminder that at Union State Bank, we offer a number of services that you find at the big banks, and yet you still receive the personalized service that makes banking at a community bank so much nicer. Come in and see us at Union State Bank, family owned and operated since 1901, on the square in Uniontown and at 12th Street and Highway 69 in Fort Scott. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Find us fast in names and numbers.
So as Kegler's kind of been a steady scorer for us as we're back here at Frontenac High School as the Tigers take a 6-point lead into the fourth quarter. You know, Kegler, we've known him before the ACL injury. He was a good scorer for the Tigers, and now he had to take his junior year off with that injury and back out here for his senior year. You know, he filled up the stat book pretty well for us at the beginning of the season, but this game it kind of seems to be his coming out party. He has 18 and through the third now and kind of let Marlowe settle into where he wants to be as well, and I think all of them are playing real good. I mean, you'd like to see KB kind of pick it up a little bit as he only has 3 points, but getting this from Kegler's definitely a sight to see so far tonight.
Yeah, and he seems like he gets a little more comfortable on that knee and a little, push off there.
Yep.
A little better with his game every game. He just keeps building, so it's good to see.
Now for our radio listeners, it'll be Frontenac ball outside, other side of the court, start of fourth. They're going to call a blocking foul on Kegler. They're probably going to try to tighten it up here at the beginning of this as that kind of got a little crazy, and I think I saw the Frontenac coach kind of telling the Stripes to tighten it up just a little bit more. But 7:49 left here, fourth quarters. They're going to call that foul on Dirks Kegler. Blocking foul will be his third of the night. That's one thing you don't want is to see some of these kids have to sit out here for foul trouble. You saw a good game in the third quarter. You just want them to kind of let them play a little bit.
Yeah, let them battle it out. Best on best.
Yep. So we're going to swing it in. They're going to try to do that dribble drive, cut the baseline. Coombs goes in on TA, scores it, tough basket, takes it to a 4-point lead for the Tigers as Coombs scores 2 there, gets his 9th point on the night as Kegler's going to bring it across now. They're back in that house zone, that 1-2-2, hands up. With the lead, though, you can kind of stall out as Marlowe, corner 3, short. Wagner kind of pushed him out, doesn't follow a shot, but he does end up getting the rebound in the corner. Swing over to Kegler, skip pass.
Thought about it.
Fresh shot clock, so maybe you kind of just keep on letting it drain out a little bit with the lead. Goes in, tries to throw it up, but they don't call a body foul there, and it's going to be Raider basketball on the rebound. Swing it across to Clayton. Clayton into Sneed. Sneed goes up and misses the bunny. So Wagner falls to his knees, no travel called. It's going to be a swing. Miss there by Mirando, and they're going to call another foul on Kegler. That'll be his 4th now on the night.
Yeah, he's got to be smart here. He has to be in the game for us.
Yep, as he's probably going to have to check out for at least a little bit.
He's going to check in for TA. Yep. I don't think he can leave the game. I think you're just going to have to tell him.
I think Leisure's going to probably come in for him here. You're going to have to. I mean, KB's going to be able to bring up the ball. Marlowe's going to, so he'll check out with 18 and third, 6:39 left. Picked up his 4th foul. 2 quick ones there on the last 2 times down the court. Frontenac's looking to pass the ball in here. They get it into Coombs. Coombs with Leisure on him. Armstrong in as well on Clayton. They're going to try to switch off. You know, with the See what they got here. Mirando is going to drive over. KU dribble drive handoff thing. Might have got rid of an extra step there.
Yeah.
Still not. Now drive in. Marlowe goes up. But it's going to be an easy pass over to Wagner, and he's going to score there on KB to make it a 2-point game. KB's going to bring it across, swing it over to Jax, who does have a 3 on the night.
We have all our timeouts still?
I think we have 4 at least.
Yeah,
so.
I think maybe I'd...
KB long 3, thought about it a few times, misses that one. Dre gets the rebound, though. Drives back in, tries to go with it, gets tipped, no call. They're going to call a foul there, though.
On the
floor, but I don't see it's how it's on the floor if he's shooting the ball on a putback.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a foul on number 2.
Maybe they're saying he was trying to rebound it, I guess, but he was definitely trying to
look like a 21 tip drill to me, but it's going to be Coombs' first.
Oh, they're going to change. Oh, no, they're going to go. All the other refs are setting him up to shoot it because he was shooting. And they're going to say, no, he's on the floor.
So the thing is, the ref here needs to tell them it's going to be out of bounds. But he's just kind of sitting there with the ball. So it's going to be Jax Armstrong looking to pass it in here with 5:51 left. Gets it to KB in the corner. Kind of an off-shooting night for him so far. See if he can get going here with Kegler on the bench. We swing it to Jax. Jax is going to have 2 hands on him. Gets him off of him, though. KB's going to have the ball, KB's going to have the ball in the corner. Swings it to Dre. Dre's going to pump fake, kick it over here to Jax. Jax is going to take his dribble now. Swing it to KB. 12 on the shot clock. Calling for a screen here by Ogren. Ogren of Leisure. Ogren's going to drive downhill with Wagner. No call as Wagner falls down, but rebound there by the Raiders. He pushes Jax off him a little bit, so they're kind of letting him play again now. As looks like Clayton's going to take it across to Mirando. Leisure on him. Drives in, goes up over Marlowe, misses. Ogren with the rebound. Clears out. KB brings up the court. 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Your Tigers lead by 2 as KB's going to drive in, gets the baseline up and good.
Yeah,
so
good bucket there by KB.
3 points not going to work for him. Go in, drive the paint. They're going to do the same thing. Coombs going to go in on Marlowe. They're going to call the foul as he did kind of swipe at it. So that's going to send Coombs to the line. It's going to give Marlowe his.
Yeah, definitely some words exchanged there with those 2.
Night. Yeah.
Not sure what was said, but.
You know, they're all buddies. They all probably play, seen each other. Pitt State camps, all that stuff around here. So that's going to be his 2nd of the night with 11 points. Coombs going to go to the line. Gets his 10th here. So his 10th point on the night. It's going to be 43-40 as we're going to get TA back in the game for Armstrong. Good for him. And Coombs is going to hit his 2nd, so that's going to be a 2-point lead here for the Tigers. 4:45 left in the fourth quarter.
They're going to have a sub for the shooter there, so going to be a little pause in the
So for the radio, we're going to have 1 foul on the Raiders so far this quarter, 3 fouls on the Tigers. As we're going to have Cannon Brown, Drayden Marlowe, Paxton Leisure, Tyler Anderson, and Aiden Ogren in for the Tigers. We get it cross court. KB kind of has trouble with grabbing it. Gets it into Marlowe right where you want him to be. Goes up with it, misses. Going to get
just a little
rebound
hard
by the Raiders here. They're going to look to push and take the lead back possibly. Nope, just 2-point basket. Misses that. KB's going to get the rebound, 4:20 and counting. Swings it up to Marlowe. See if he goes right at him. He does. Goes up and good. Went right after Wagner there. 2-point basket for Dre Marlowe.
It was
Get
a
him
good
to
job
13.
Kind of controlling himself there because Wagner was trying to set up for the charge, and Dre just goes straight up and gets a easy bucket there. Well, not too easy, but when you're 6'5", it's a little easier.
Yeah, good self-awareness.
Oh, he traveled.
Nope, they did call it there. Thought they weren't going to call it there for a second. They finally do.
Coach
so that's
Feedback's going to take a timeout here for the Tigers.
The 4:01 remaining fourth quarter. Fort Scott gets the lead back up to 4, 45-41. You're listening to All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV on YouTube. Back after this break.
Fearless Products offers health insurance with an employee-only premium as low as $10 per week, a company-funded health savings account, company-funded life insurance for employees and their immediate families, profit sharing, and a 401k match. Fearless employees enjoy fresh fruit daily, earn paid sick time and vacation time that's immediately available, and the knowledge that their weekends will be theirs to enjoy. Apply in person or online at fearlessproducts.com. Fearless Products is an equal opportunity employer that puts people first.
Back here at Frontenac High School, and Kegler is going to get back in there as we got that lead there in the third quarter off his 18-3. He did pick up 2 quick fouls here in the fourth quarter, so he had to sit about the last 2 minutes. But as the Tigers are going to go on offense here, you can get him in for a quick possession. And if there's some foul or a timeout or something like that, you can get him back out, maybe not have to play defense and draw that 5th foul with 4 minutes to go here. In the fourth quarter, he's going to walk it up the court.
Yeah. Take his time.
Yep, up 4. You kind of play the game of less opportunities for the Raiders, the more opportunities you have of winning this game. So you kind of bleed the shot clock down now. Get it into KB at the block and just unfortunately bounces it off his chin, misses the put up. Gets the rebound for TA though, tries to go up with it again. KB tries to go up with it. He's going to get some points at the free throw line here, hopefully, as it's just not been a good shooting night for him. Yeah, you know, this game's getting fun. It's getting a little chippy. You like to see that. Nothing crazy, but you do like to see the sportsmanship from both teams. That's what you can call it.
Yeah. Yes, sportsmanship.
Yep.
Cannon gets ready for
good, clean fun.
First free throw.
Makes his first, so
46-41 here.
Get to 6 points on the night now.
3.5 to go in the ball game.
Gets the ball back for his second here. Goes up and good. So
makes it a 3-possession game. Nope, sorry, only 6. 2-possession game.
Got to count a little bit here.
Thought it was 7.
3:35 left on the clock here. Fourth quarter, 47-41. Fort Scott gets the lead in third quarter and has kept it ever since here in the fourth as Mirando gets it on the left side. Looking to pass it over here to Murphy. Murphy back to Mirando at the shield on the Raider logo. Goes between his legs. Has Cannon Brown on him as we swing it over to Barcelona for 3. Misses everything. Drayton gets the rebound. Swings up to KB, and here we go. We'll see if we get across court and slow it down a little bit as we get it to Leisure. Thought about the 3 there. Pulls it back. Gets to KB. So he's going to walk it back up to the head or the feather of the shield. The helmet. KB's going to keep it here. Still kind of stall. 15 on the shot clock. Just kind of working that out game. Going to be a stop clock here for a timeout. Feedback's going to call a quick 30. So we'll send it back to the studio real quick for Pay the Bills. You listen to All Hit 103.9, Fort Scott TV on YouTube.
There's more to vision than meets the eye, and Canar Eye Care understands this perfectly. Their dedicated team of experts in advanced technology are here for your eyes, whether it's for an emergency or routine checkup. Maintaining your sight is their mission, with offices in Fort Scott, Pittsburgh, and Girard. See clear, live better with Canar Eye Care. Visit in person at 1711 South National Suite E in Fort Scott or call 620-223-0850. Improving lives through the state-of-the-art care. See more online at CanarEyeCare.com.
Back here at Frontenac High School again. Tigers lead 47-41 after that timeout with 15 seconds left here on the shot clock. Feedback was probably like, hey, here on out, let's do under 10 on the shot clock unless we have an absolute breakaway. So Tigers will have the ball.
Especially if we can keep this lead or add to it. We definitely want to milk the clock as much as we can.
Over there kind of on the fan sideline. So
as Dirk's going to have the ball at the top now. Volleyball line guarded tightly. He's going to go through the legs. Comes left. Looking for a screen from KB. Gets it. He's going to drive in, kick it out to TA. Now swing it to KB. He's going to Euro step left hand. A smooth layup for 2 points there.
So maybe he was able to check the stats and saw that he was, you know.
I got to get to double digits, coach.
Yeah, got to start working a little bit. So 49-41 here. Tiger lead, 2:20 left. Fourth quarter is Wagner's going to go up. He's going to get block fouled, I guess you can call it, by Marlowe. So Wagner will be at the line shooting 2 here. That's going to be Marlowe's 3rd on the night, I believe. It will be. So Wagner's going to be here shooting his first of the 2.
It's like you can hear Coach there. I think he wants him to front the big man Wagner.
I don't know if I've ever seen a ball be that flat and be able to go off the front of the rim and lip over, but it does, and he hits his first there.
He's done it all night, and he keeps making them, so I guess, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Goes up with his second, misses that, and it's going to be a rebound there for Ogren. So we're going to get into Kegler, and kind of a sight to see. Try not to jinx him, but Ogren's still in the game with only 3 fouls. So.
Yeah, you love it.
getting that going as Dirk's going to go downhill, kicks the TA in the corner, 20 on the shot clock. KB at the top, he's going to drive, get bumped, goes up with it. He's feeling it now.
Yep.
He
definitely saw the scorebook. He said, Coach Young, how many I got?
Yeah, I got to start going a little bit quicker.
Yep.
So he does, gets it out here. Tip by Marlowe. It's going to end up being Raider ball underneath as the Raiders bring it down the court. Kind of run out of time here. 9-point lead for the Tigers with a minute 51 in the fourth quarter. Trying to pass it in, almost got a 5 call.
Hit the back of the backboard. He's going to throw it ahead to TA.
Gets fouled by Wagner, minute 47, and TA will be going to the line to shoot some free throws. If I do this right, he does have 2 points. Both of them are from the free throw line. So he's 50% so far, so see if he can get. All right, they're going to say he wasn't going up for the ball. I mean, clearly, I don't know what else you're doing there, but
there's been 3 or 4 of these tonight that I'm not sure how that works.
Not going to be at the free throw line. I apologize.
We'll
for that.
take it honestly, though.
Yeah, is this going to go be right in? KB's going to get that one.
Should have took the last one. I think he's fouled out of the game too.
Yep. So he just went to work on him there, and that's going to be Clayton's 5th foul on the night.
You mean Wagner? Oh, is that on? Yeah, they're going to call that on Wagner.
Call on Wagner. Okay. So that'll be his 5th foul of the night. And that's going to be Brown getting over double digits there as he's now at 13 with a chance to get to 14. So Marlowe's been at 11, I think, since about the halftime. So maybe he needs to get a timeout, look at the stat book, too, and say, hey, it's my turn to get some as well.
He's just keeping that double-double going. He has to have a streak going.
Oh, yeah.
3 or 4 games probably.
We'll have to ask Dylan after the game. I'm sure they've kept it as.
They don't know. They ask us after every game.
KB's going to miss that one, but it's going to be out.
On Frontenac.
On Frontenac, so it'll be Fort Scott ball underneath with a minute 45 left here in the fourth quarter, and the Tigers have kind of pulled away with this one. KB's going to get it back in, go right back to work, goes up, gets blocked. Pretty
big
good
block by Clayton there.
Might be a little too late, though, as Coombs is going to miss that. Drayton's going to get the rebound.
Need to just settle down here and take your time. That's not going to happen.
KB's going to say, hey, I'm going to show you I can make a little work. Misses that. Drayton tries to go for the putback dunk, but does get the steal on that. They get pushed, and he goes up with it. Calls him too little.
Says you're too small, boy.
It's going to be 55 to 42. Maybe it's 53 to 42. I apologize there. That's going to be Marlowe getting his 13th point of the game. It's going to be a minute 4 left here. 53-42 is TA going to have a chance for a dunk. Kind of almost got his leg swiped out, but he does go up for 2 there and makes it. So TA is getting back in the stat book with his first basket of the game. Long 3, good for Sneed, as they're going to call a timeout now for the Raiders after that 3-point basket from Sneed. We'll send it to the studio.
Got a little extracurricular activity there with number 15 and Aiden Ogren there pushing each other, both kind of the bigger kids on the team, but.
So it'll be a full timeout. We'll send it to break here. Listen, I'll hit 103.9 at Fort Scott TV on YouTube. Tigers lead 55-45, 49.3 left to go after the break.
Enterprises LLC is a full-service general contractor providing both commercial and residential new construction and remodeling, as well as boat dock fabrication and repair. 3 generations strong, we have over 50 years combined experience in the industry. Call Bo for all your construction needs. Proud supporter of all of our Fort Scott Tigers. Go Tigers!
So out of that timeout, Frontenac is back on the court, and the Tigers are coming out now. 10-point lead, 49.3 seconds left, so this one's all but over as Raiders called a timeout after that quick 3 to get it to 10, but as long as Fort Scott does what they need to do, next foul we'll have them at the free throw line. Just got to make those and get out of here with the Tiger W.
Frontenac's going to pick up full court here. We get it into Dirks. He probably is getting fouled there. They're going to go ahead and call it now, so as long as he can make his free throws, we'll be good.
So Dirks will be at the line shooting 2 to add, see if he can get to 20 on the night. So he has 18, so he makes both of those. You do the math, he'll have 20.
First one's good.
First one's good, so didn't announcer jinx him on that one. See if we can keep it going here. So I thought it was 55 earlier, but they took a while to get that on the board. So, yep, that makes it 56-45. And the second one is good. So 20 bomb for Kegler as Frontenac's going to waste no time getting across half court with 40 seconds left to go.
And I think Coach Feedback getting him off the ball really freed him up because he hasn't had close to that points all year, I don't believe, when he's playing the point. So.
He's been close, but, it's that lower teens. But, yeah,
right, yeah,
as Coombs is going to get it and go up for it, and they're going to call
I just think it's a smart move by Coach Feedback to get him off the ball and let him produce off the pass, and he's done a good job with it. If he can catch it at the high post, I feel like that's kind of where he's best. And then every once in a while, he can shoot the ball, shoot it well, so he can kind of, I feel like they almost lose him a little bit at that high post, and then he slips out the back, and we give him a little skip pass for a three-pointer as we have a couple times tonight. And I think just all around, that's a good move by Coach Feedback to adjust and make a change there after coming out of break. So,
yeah, and we got to remember he was interim last year, and this is his first year fully getting hey, the reins are yours, go for it, kind of take it over. So he's learning as he goes too, and he's had a really good game plan tonight, knowing that they were going to come out in the zone there for a little bit, got him out of that, and kept attacking. And this is kind of a sight to see here for the Tigers is they got down, they figured out how to battle back.
Yeah,
it's been a good up 10 here with 24 seconds left, basically 25 in the fourth quarter. As TA's going to pass it in, gets it into KB. KB gets fouled with 23.2 left on the clock, and they're just going to milk this game for all they can. I guess we'll take the points at the free throw line. It's going to be Cannon's chance to get to 13 here if he makes both of these.
Yeah, 3 guys in double-digit scoring, so.
Kind of been something we've seen. Not to this level where Marlowe's been the one that's getting close to 20 points, but now we got Kegler, and Marlowe's up there with 15, and KB's over there with 11. So
if those guys can all be in double digits, I like our chances most nights.
Absolutely, and everybody that comes off the bench, gets 1 or 2 points, you're going to have a good opportunity. As KB goes up, misses his first free throw there.
If you can get that fourth guy, I think to 8 or 9 points, that's when we really probably have a really good chance. So
I agree.
Just kind of depends on the night, it seems like, on who that's going to be. It could be Ogren, could be TA, could be Dexter, Quade, whoever. But
KB makes his second there, so it's going to be a 58-47 lead.
Going to push it up here. They take it, go left side. He dribbles in, floater, good. Floater's good for Miranda there, and they're going to call a timeout.
Guess you got him. That's what you save him for. But
yeah, 13 and a half seconds to go. Fort Scott leads by 9, 58-49.
We'll keep it. It's a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break, actually. I'll hit 103.9 Fort Scott TV on YouTube.
The Fort Scott jungle has tigers galore with ferocious appetites for more. That's why all the tigers fill their belly at Marsh's Deli, located at 6 West 18th Street. It's the tradition of every game day to ensure the winning way of play. It's easy to score a big food win with deliveries, carry-out, or even dine-in. Marsh's Deli welcomes call-in orders, too. You can call us at 620-223-6432. All Tigers know that Marsh's Deli is where you fill your belly.
Back here, and as long as we do everything correct, the Tigers will get out of here with a victory. Currently up 9, 58-49 with 13.5 seconds left. And by doing everything correct is just make sure you get a good pass in here off this inbounds, as the Raiders just got another basket, so TA will be able to run the the baseline if he wants to. You got KB and Kegler up as they're going to kind of break off of that, gets into KB. They're looking to trap now, and they end up calling that foul. So 2 seconds off the clock, 11.3 to go. KB will be at the line to try to extend his point barrage here. So he had a really good fourth quarter for us. He decided, hey, I can go downhill and score this.
Yeah.
He started doing that, and now he's going to make him at the free throw line. I think Marlowe kind of gave him a nice little, hey, if you don't make these, you owe me something kind of thing right there at the free throw line.
Make these and maybe get fouled again and get us to 3 guys, 15 or more points. First one's good for Cannon Brown from the free throw line. as he gets ready for his second one here. All in all, good night for the Tigers, for the boys.
Yeah, and, this is, like we said, the Frontenac is an 0-5 team, but they've had some close games. They've played some common opponents and hasn't looked as good, but they have played some really close games. They lost to the Labette County team by only 1. KB just misses the second one. Be under 5 here when they cross court, as they do. Kick it to Barcelona. He tries to drive on. He scores that. No timeouts left. Just let it go out, and that's going to do it for us here tonight. We'll be right back after this break as the Tigers win 59-51 at Frontenac High School. We'll be back with the official stats and see if we get a word from feedback or not. Listen to All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV on YouTube.
Opie's Pizza is proud to support all area school sports and reminds you that they have many locations for you to enjoy the best pizza there is. You'll find Opie's Pizza at KC Mart, north at the Hammond exit, Union Station in Uniontown. Everybody's in Mound City, Opie's Restaurant in Girard, and now at Opie's Pizza Pool Room and Pub in Pittsburgh, Crickets in Kincaid, Brookies in Iola, and on-the-go convenience store at the Prescott exit on North 69. Or go to opiespizza.com.
So back here with the official stats. Haven't had feedback make eye contact with me yet to see if he wants to come up here real quick. If he wants to come up real quick, we'll get a word from him. It looks like I finally got his attention. You might have heard his name, or his nose started itching, hearing that I was talking about him. But good win by our Tigers there, as Coach Feedback is set to join us, talking with the Armstrongs real quick after a great 59-51 win. Saw everything you kind of talked about. You look like a scholar from last night, talking that they're going to come out in that zone. We did try to beat them, out of it with the three-point line, and it didn't quite get it there. And then KB, got there in the fourth quarter, got hot. Kegler played a really good game, had to sit out for a little bit of foul trouble, but kind of get your thoughts on the game there on the sideline.
Nothing changed, and I was sitting there with Coach Young. I'm like, what did we change anything from what we talked about before the game? And we didn't. We told them we're not going to be able to settle for threes. I don't want a 3 until we get a paint touch. Our first 8 shots were 3s, I feel like. We missed all of them, so we dug ourselves a little hole. I had to get right talk with KB. KB, your outside shot's not falling, so you need to start attacking.
We thought up here maybe he looked at the stat book and was like, crap, I'm kind of falling behind. I need to start scoring a little bit. Yeah, and that's what he decided to do.
Basically, he might have. That's pretty nice with the Frontenac thing. You can see how many points he has. So, we just got to continue to work on our zone offense. I told our guys at halftime, teams are going to zone us because it takes 5 guys to beat a zone. If you have one dude standing around, it's really easy to zone a team. So that's just something we got to go back and work on. Not going to be mad about a win. Do I feel like we could have done better? Absolutely. But we're back to league play on Friday with Labette.
Absolutely, and that's, this is a team that played Labette really close, so we kind of got to envision, all teams aren't the same, but they only lost by 1 against Labette, so it'll be a good game at the Tiger Dome. Aaron will be taking over all the duties for that one, as I got a college game I got to attend to, but it'll be fun. We appreciate you coming up here real quick. We'll let you get there and celebrate with the team.
Yeah.
And
thank you. Thank you guys for what you do. It's really awesome.
Absolutely. Thank you. We've got radio. We got radio and video for you. Didn't have it for the girls. But appreciate you, Coach Feedback. The official results here for the Tiger boys is we're going to have Aiden Ogren with 2 points, Jax Armstrong with 3, Quade Moreland with 2, Tyler Anderson with 4, Cannon Brown with 13, Drayden Marlowe with 15, and your leading scorer on the night, Dirks Kegler with 20. That's going to do it for me in the Frontenac High School. You're listening to All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV on YouTube. This has been Dylan Duffy with Aaron Judy. We appreciate all of y'all, and see you Friday. Go Tigers.
This has been Fort Scott Tiger Basketball on All Hit 103.9 FM and our YouTube channel, Fort Scott TV. Tiger and Lady Tiger Basketball has